But alright, homies. Yeah, welcome back. We are back for a kind of like a special treat today. And that is we're gonna be discussing and reacting to the Game Awards, right? Yeah, we have the actual Game Awards. We got all of the nominees. They were announced by Geoff Keighly yesterday at 12 p.m. Eastern. And so we got a whole bunch of different stuff ranging from Game of the Year all the way at the top to Best Esports Team. Typical pattern for every Game Awards thing, you know. We're gonna be live voting and reacting to each category. Some, or if not most, best esports team, esports athlete, esports game. I'm not gonna talk about it full detail, but we're just gonna skim by it. But some games, some categories like Best Action Adventure or Best Fighting, we're gonna talk a little bit more about those aspects. The Khaiza has actually been spoiled on the Game of the Year category because it was everywhere on social media, but I've been avoiding all the other categories like it's the goddamn plague. And so I've been saving myself up for a live vote. Khaiza's been saving himself up for a live vote for 2 days. So we're gonna be live voting for each one. Most of them will be short. Others we're gonna be talking about it before we cast our vote. And we're also gonna be doing prediction bets for the Game Awards 2024, what will be announced and things like that. So we're gonna start from the bottom, building up to all the way up to the Game of the Year, right? Like that song back in high school or middle school, whenever you graduate. Started from the bottom, now we're here. But let's go ahead and begin. Let's start with Best Esports Team. Esports Team, I do not fucking know. Random bet, T1. Best Esports Athlete. Why isn't there a fighting game player? What happened, man? Now it's all just the generic esports teams. Where's Punk? Punk was actually nominated as Best Fighting Game Streamer in the Streamer Awards. Why can't fucking Game Awards acknowledge, I don't know, any of these fucking guys at all? Faker, that's the only one that's notable. Alright, Best Esports Game. So let's go and pick, fucking League of Legends, right? Out of all of them, this is the one that always gets it. Content Creator of the Year. I'll go with Usada. Why not? I don't care. Okay, so now we're getting to some of the big ones. Most anticipated game. What are the people looking forward to the most? I think it's just Monster Hunter. But then there's Grand Theft Auto. A lot of casuals are going to be looking forward to for this game. Everybody's going to be looking forward to Monster Hunter. I would vote for Ghost of Yotei. I'ma say Monster Hunter. Yeah, it's most anticipated. This is gonna be most anticipated, right? Grand Theft Auto. Just by on a casual level, right? Grand Theft Auto is the game that is above all other games. It got its own trailer that did not have to do anything with any video game event whatsoever, right? It is that above because it is that cultural. It is that iconic, right? Alright, Best Adaptation. Recognizing outstanding creative work that faithfully and authentically adapts a video game character to another entertainment medium, right? So this is just basically video game movie adaptation. I'm so curious on Like a Dragon. I want Yakuza to be good. We gotta settle on a day. Yeah, it's out on Amazon. It's out on Amazon Prime. Yeah, we gotta settle a day. You, me, It's Amazing, Frank, Orlando, Lock Saint. Yeah, we gotta settle down on a day to watch this. Out of all these 5, probably Arcane. Yeah, as the chat would say, probably Arcane. So I'm gonna say Arcane. Best multiplayer game. So what do we got? Call of Duty, Helldivers, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Tekken. Wow, Tekken is in there. Okay. And Warhammer. Yeah, Tekken is like, yeah, good multiplayer online like experience, right? The lobbies are robust, and of course, you know, the Tekken, their Street Fighter World Tour-esque mode, where you can build like a chibi avatar and stuff like that. Mario Party ruins families, and starts blood feuds. That's the thing though, like, even though like it's that like toxic, I think we should like vote for Mario Party Jamboree, right? Because it's like, it's Mario Party. As much of an insidious nature that Mario Party brings out on families, this is like the game for that. This is the target demographic game for that. I will vote for Tekken. Yeah, let's vote for Tekken. Best sports or racing? I have no fucking clue. Yeah, like, I think like we should vote for WWE instead of all these like casual sports games. I would say WWE. Yeah, let's go for WWE. Best sim and strategy. Kunitsugami is in there. Oh, that's cool. I'll vote for Kunitsugami. Give like a little bit of like some Capcom love in there. All right, best family game. I really want to play this game. The Plucky Squire. What's the most like kid-friendly like game to pick out of like these 5? I would say Super Mario Party. It's not only family appropriate, quote unquote, and you know, you get to play with family. Okay, so we gotta talk about this one, and we gotta go to this layout. Holy shit. Okay, so what do I see over here? Best fighting: Sparking, Grand Blue, Marvel, Multiverses, and Tekken. Oh man. Okay, so all right, let's talk around these like let's talk around these nominees a little bit, right? We're gonna go with them like each one, right? Or more specifically, the odd ones, right? Because the Game Awards have like a history of like just scrutinizing and like historically like just making like the fighting game category really less like important. Even though in recent Game Awards, or even like in Summer Games Fest, there have been more fighting game announcements than like, let's say like 10 years ago or some shit like that. We all remember the one Game Awards where like Sifu was a category in this like section for best fighting. But it's like, nah dog, anybody can see that Sifu is not really like a fighting in the general like in the general definition of fighting games. It's 1v1. So we have like, you know, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, yeah, this is also like like fucking around with like the category a bit, you know, because it's like, it's kind of like the same year that, it's kind of like similar to like years that have like Jump Force in them, because it's fighting game. Or Demon Slayer, that Demon Slayer Arena Fighter. Yes, it's fighting, but the fact that like a lot of people really like bought and played Sparking Zero because it's like Budokai Tenkaichi in the new era. Everybody played Budokai Tenkaichi back in the day. Almost everybody. Not me, of course, but I respect the people that were Dragon Ball fans that really love just Dragon Ball like lore and just gushing about the different stuff that you can do with Tenkaichi, and especially now with Sparking Zero. This is like a fuck ton roster, you know? This is a fuck ton roster. A lot of like characters are just like in there because why the fuck not? It's every Dragon Ball fan's wet dream. So I can understand it being there, but is it like a fighting game comparatively so to like, you know, Grand Blue, Tekken, Marvel, Multiverses? Absolutely not. This is an arena fighter, but it is like, it's Dragon Ball. It's the game that like when it came out, a lot of people were playing it, and that's the underlying issue. It's a fucking arena fighter. So I'm not gonna vote for this one. A Dragon Ball fan will vote it, but I'm not gonna vote it. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, right? I'm surprised that this game still exists. Right? Even though it like got more updates, like they got like a new like VTuber character in there, but damn, The fact that it like got over here is insane, right? Damn, that's saying a lot because like there are so many other like anime like fighters, right, that are out there. Like, dude, fucking Under Night In-Burst should have been swapped out for a Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. Like, the fact that it's like in there, that's like, you know, ugh. But, you know, Grand Blue fans are happy. Multiverses, bruh. You know what? Geoff Keighly like talked about this on his like Twitter for next year. I wouldn't be surprised that Multiverses is going to be on for next year. It's a pioneering game, right? No, motherfucker, it shouldn't be like on there. Even though it got like more characters, and there's still going to be more characters in Multiverses. Yeah, it's just like a re-release. Or like an official release. Sorry, this is an official release. Even though like the demo came out like 2 years ago, I think. The player base has like waned down for Multiverses, right? I hardly see any Multiverses like, you know, marketing at all. It was super popular when it came out because it just essentially replaced like Smash Ultimate as the new big game, and it was free to play even though it was a demo, or sorry, a forever beta until it got shut down and then brought back up. Why have this in here in the first place? We're not gonna vote for this one. Okay, so now the two ones we're gonna be talking about, or let's talk about between these two, right? Here's the thing. I think the Khaiza is gonna vote for Marvel, and I know like the chat will say like, you know, Tekken is new, Marvel is old. I respect that 100%. If we go on like, you know, right back to like Tekken, I could 100% people vote for Tekken 8 because it is the new hip hop game. Even like a casual fan is going to be like playing Tekken, right? Fun roster, you know, intricate like combat. Heat is a little bit like divisive, but still, this is a Tekken game that like everybody is playing. It still pushes numbers for Bandai Namco and everything. A lot of like favorite like roster picks are there and are like back, especially like new ones, right? So yeah, like Tekken 8 has been doing better than it ever was like, you know, before. Yeah, and a lot of like FGC people really love Tekken. A lot of like my friends IRL love Tekken, right? They host like Tekken Nights, right? Tekken Nights on like Discord and stuff like that. I especially love Tekken as well, right? Every time I come back for like a friendlies match or like, you know, just discovering like a new character, it's good. I even like praise their story mode, right? Tekken 8 is like some bees fucking knees for, you know, just Tekken in general. Character customization is pretty good. Online is really smooth, you know, things like that. There's still like a lot of love to Tekken, and it is the most. I could see it win, but the only like thing is that, yeah, this is gonna win by like, you know, popular vote, and I could already see it. I could already envision it that like the Game Awards is going to have like the best fighting section for a very small bit, and people are gonna vote for Tekken 8 because it's popular, it's goated, it's good. But I'm gonna vote for Marvel. Here is the thing why, right? Again, it is an old game. It is a recollection of Marvel vs. Capcom games. All the way back from like X-Men Children of the Atom to Marvel vs. Capcom 2, right? There's no denying the fact that like, yeah, it's an old game, and what is the common misnomer for like old games? They don't catch up by with the regular crowd, right? This would 100% be defeated by like Tekken because Tekken is new. Here's the thing. This is mostly down to like, you know, significance and importance, right? I made like a whole video about significance and importance on cause, dude, just the name alone, it's Marvel vs. Capcom, right? This is like a game series that's been scrutinized by companies, both Capcom and Marvel. They never get to see like the light of day because of licensing and delisting issues. The fact that we got this back, yeah, not museum pieces, right? But this game sparked so much like hype and just crying belovement for Marvel vs. Capcom fans, me especially, that like we would never get to see these games come back in any way, shape, or form at all, right? The only way before the collection we could play them was in Fightcade, right? And Fightcade is like good if you know like the know-how, but just like the ability to like pop open like your Steam Deck or pop open Steam, or even like get like a physical edition, just insert that bitch into your like console and you could just like play with people without the worry and hassle of like connecting to somebody, going on like a Discord, all these like, you know, steps that you have to do to play old games again, right? And of course, yeah, it is a museum piece, right? But I want to give it rep to like that museum piece because it is Marvel vs. Capcom. I'm just like 100% like in that like bias region. Marvel vs. Capcom is like a game that like speaks to me, that like really like evokes to me. You know, it's not new. Again, it's not new at all. Put the Mike Tyson of fighting games away. Oh man, I'll still like vote for it. Yeah, it's a game that's well beloved in like in the FGC, and we got like new players that are playing it, even though they're being sniped by a certain entity known as the Wazzler. Dude, people still love MVC to this day. What a time to be alive for Marvel vs. Capcom. You get to be a hipster about it. Also the fact that like, yo, if we vote for MVC, the collection, Capcom can answer that like, yeah, we can get an MVC 4. Okay, so best RPG now. This one I'm not gonna have as much experience other than like fighting, but we're gonna like discuss it for a bit. So we got Dragon's Dogma, Elden Ring, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon, and Metaphor ReFantazio. Dragon's Dogma, yeah, like I don't know what happened with like Dragon's Dogma, that it was like doing super good, but then it just like fell off. Elden Ring, yeah, bruh. I mean, a lot of people are gonna pick Shadow of the Erd Tree. Yeah, and like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, yeah, the Khaiza is still playing it. Too much like fluff. If you're a Final Fantasy like 7 fan, yeah, there's a lot of like, you know, just fluff in there. So many like side quests. A lot of people have seen me play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and it's just nothing but content after content. Like it just doesn't like seem to like end. But I would see Metaphor ReFantazio, right, as the chat would say. Good things about like from hardcore JRPG and CRPG fans, right? This one I heard is like pretty good. Music is really good. It's very much Persona, but like medieval, right? This is pretty like legit. This is like Atlus's like, I think like best work until we get like Persona 6. And that's gonna like, you know, sweep this guy under the rug. I would say Metaphor, right? Yeah, let's vote for Metaphor. Best action and adventure. What do we got? Astrobot, Prince of Persia, Silent Hill, Star Wars Outlaws, and Legend of Zelda. I would vote for Prince of Persia. Alright, best action game now. Woo! We can kick off Call of Duty and Helldivers, right? And possibly Warhammer. Or maybe we could keep Warhammer, right? I hate monkeys. You know, most like action games, like even like Stellar Blade 2, right? Most like action games are pretty much Souls-like or Soulsborne. That's like what passes by as an action game. I have like some beef with it though, you know? Because now it's like Souls-like games are pretty much like everywhere. From Wukong to Stellar to even like the actual like name from it, Elden Ring. Well, sorry, even the actual like genre it came from, Elden Ring. We don't see like a Devil May Cry or a platinum action game, you know, every year. What's more easy for like game devs is like make it like a Souls-like. It's an easy style to like technically like copy and paste over. Just make it like your own, pass it off as your own, and just it will be the most played action game of the social media month, right? Stellar Blade though, like it is also Souls, but at least like it has like some action elements, right? You get to like do really like cool shit, and of course you're a hot like skin tight like android. You know what I've been calling this since forever when Stellar Blade like first got announced. This is just pretty much Korea's version of Nier Automata. That's basically it. And they even got a Nier DLC too. Yeah, you get to have 2B in there, right? You get to dress up Eve as like 2B attire. I'll vote for Stellar Blade. I'll vote for Stellar Blade. That's pretty much what we can do. VR game. I have no idea. Metal Hellsinger is pretty fun. The music is baller. Oh, is that the one where it's kind of like Doom? Is it that VR game? I didn't know it was a rhythm shooter. Okay. I recommend it? Oh man, okay. Is it just on VR or can you play it without VR? Think it's in Game Pass? Oh shit! Okay, we can play that. Yeah. Alright, bet. We gotta play Metal Hellsinger. Alright, Hellsinger. Alright, I'm like swept away. Okay, best mobile game. I would say Zenless Zone Zero. This is a Hoyoverse game. This is 100% going to win. This is just like one of those cases where it's like popular vote. Or you know what? I could change my vote, right? Yeah, I could change my vote. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, let's vote for Balatro, right? Okay, best debut indie game. I will go for Plucky Squire. All right, best independent game. All right, let's go for like a blind like pick. What? I'm gonna close my eyes. Oh wow, it picked Balatro. All right, best community support. Let's go with Baldur's Gate. Best ongoing game. Gotta do another one of these like blind picks. You gotta let like Allah decide. Fuck. Allah picked Fortnite. Games for impact. What did I pick? What did God pick? And Neva? Alright, Neva. Innovation and accessibility. Oh, this is all about, you know, making it better for every gamer. Not just, you know, the able gamer, but every able gamer. Another one, 4 for 4. Let God decide. Oh, God picked Diablo. Alright. Okay, best performance. Alright, let's go for Brianna. Right? It's like a little bit of like Final Fantasy, right? So let's vote for her. Alright, best audio design. I would say Hellblade though. Yeah, I would pick like Hellblade. Okay, now we come to OSTs. Oof, there are a lot of like, well, good candidates all around. These are like two opposites of each other. Astrobot is good vibes all around, while this one is all about melancholic despair. I don't even know that like Stellar Blade had OST. The only thing I've heard of like Metaphor is like the battle theme. I haven't heard whatever else people were praising about the OST. I could definitely vouch for FF7 though, right? It's got really like good music. I would say FF7. Okay, best art direction. Let's vote for Neva. Neva, you got my vote. Best narrative now. It's either a tie between FF7 Rebirth and Silent Hill. Both are like remakes, but they're done like super well. And like ever since, I'd say FF7. Okay, best game direction. So this is like, you know, a game is like what it brought new to the table, sort of shit. All of them didn't bring anything new to the table. Let's be real here. You know? I would say FF7 though. Yeah. I'll put a little bit of like my take in there, right? And finally, we come to the very end, game of the year, right? This is the rigness that I've been like hearing about. So, Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Metaphor. Who put a DLC in here? We're gonna go off on like a tangent, right? And that is in some posts ago by Geoff Keighly, someone asked, but there was like a tweet long, like a few days ago. Geoff was like doing like some Q&As and someone asked, are DLC expansions are gonna be like in the game? And he basically said, yeah. Bruh. Right? So this like creates a lot of like contention, right? Because why? Shadow of the Earth Tree. I can 100% guarantee to the casual like gamers, they're gonna vote Shadow of the Earth Tree. It was the most social media as fuck game. Yeah, and it's also chill as well, right? This is Geoff Keighley's event. This dude, Geoff Keighly, I mean, he took over E3, right? It's now his thing. He pretty much just like assimilated like a fucking like the movie Blob, right? He eaten up E3 and assimilated it into his digestive system. Geoff Keighley, right, is a big fucking mega shill for like some of the things that like he does, right? We've seen him like advocating for the price of like the PS5 Pro. We've seen him like just advocating for Death Stranding. He sits neck and neck. He's got front row VIP seats to fucking Hideo Kojima because that's his favorite like developer out there. He is the literal epitome of like, you know, he loves like games that have like stories like in them. And he always like favors whatever he likes as like a game, and what he liked and advertised was like either Kojima shit or fucking Elden Ring. We have not only one but two fucking Souls-like games that are in here, and the rest are like, you know, possibly community vote, right? This is where we get to like, you know, the fucking scum like rigness that is like the Game Awards. This is why a lot of people don't really like the Game Awards like in a nutshell, because whatever like Geoff Keighley picks, that's going to be like the Game Award, and it's going to cause huge literal fucking hatred of it. Because if this wins, this will be a fucking Miyazaki sweep. People are gonna vote for like either these two because social media clout. Every guy and girl gamer out there are gonna be playing Elden Ring, Shadow of the Earth Tree, or Black Myth Wukong because fucking popular fucking vote. Balatro, if this wins, Balatro bros, if this wins, this is gonna be shits and giggles, right? I could already see the hatred of Wukong diehards or Elden Ring diehards losing to this fucking like simple ass game. It's like Balatro will be like, hey you bitch. You know, banana big, exactly. Right? Yeah, exactly. Balatro would say, hey, game science, FROMSOFT, banana big, suck my fucking dick. All right, I'm voting for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth in my head. That's like game of the year. But the chat wants to vote for Balatro, so we're gonna do like a 50-50 like coin toss, right? Heads for FF7, tails for Coca-Cola Espuma. Ah, where's Frank? Where's Frank? He doesn't usually get here when we summon Coca-Cola Espuma. Tails. Yeah, tails? Tails for Balatro. And we're gonna do this with a 2 out of 3 set. Alright. Well, or I could do this like in the table. Alright, we got the heads. We got heads. We got the first one. Alright, second. Okay, we got heads. 2 for 2. And tails. Rigged. Fucking rigged. Alright, let's do it again. Let's do it again, right? I haven't said all stream rigged. Alright. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. For tradition's sake. Okay, we got 1 heads. We got 1. Oop, that didn't count. It slipped on the table. Alright. We gotta do this on the table. Okay, we got tails. 1 for 1 now. 1 for 1 now. Now this is getting tense. Alright, the last set. Who's gonna win Evo? Who's gonna win Evo, guys? It's heads. Damn it. Alright. Final Fantasy it is, then. Alright, view all categories, so... download your vote card. Floods with tears. Oh man, so we got every single thing voted. I am sorry. I am sorry for the BALATRO fans, the BALATRO undergrounders out there. Right? We left it all up to like chance, to the coin toss. We did 2 best of 3s. We did 2 best of 3s. And both are Final Fantasy VII. I am unfortunately sorry.